If I wanted to get from Barcelona to London, how much more would it cost me to go by train instead of by plane? Turns out it's up to 26 times more expensive, €14.99 by plane compared to €389 by train. It's an extreme example, but it's part of a problem that I find particularly frustrating as a climate reporter who tries to get trains everywhere I go. Flying is the most polluting activity we're likely to do. And even though Europe is well connected by rail, crossing the border on a plane is still cheaper than taking a train, like this one. A new study from Greenpeace that looked at 109 international routes found trains won out of price only 39% of the time. Why is that such a big deal? Well, planes heat the planet far more than trains. That weekend trip from London to Barcelona and back pumps out nearly 500 kilograms of greenhouse gas if you fly, but just 26 kilograms if you stick to rail. The most expensive country for cross-border train travel when compared to flights is France. 95% of all the routes that Greenpeace examined cost more by train. For Spain, it was 92%. For the UK, 90%. And for Italy, 88%. But why do plane tickets tend to be so cheap? For starters, because airlines don't show the full costs up front, as anyone who's tried to take a check-in bag on a budget plane will know. But the big reason is the massive difference in tax. Airlines are unique in not having to pay fuel tax, unlike trains, and are mostly exempt from VAT. That's before you consider who should pay for all their pollution. Still, there's a lot that can be done to level the playing field. A first step would be to end those subsidies that make flying artificially cheap. Then governments could properly tax the pollution from planes. You might worry this would raise prices to levels you could never afford, but some experts are pushing for frequent flyer levies, where the amount of tax rises with each extra flight taken a year. At the same time, groups like Greenpeace are demanding cheap and simple public transport tickets that will cover the domestic stretches of cross-border journeys. Here we're in Germany, where I live, I can hop on any regional train, as well as all my city's public transport, for just €58 a month. Now the good news is that the price gap between trains and planes has started to close. Since Greenpeace did the same analysis 2 years ago, the share of routes where trains are dominantly cheaper has risen by 14 percentage points. And if this trend continues, it'll help stem the flow of pollution that's ruining the very places that people want to visit.